Tensions rise within the colony. The wall stands shattered as the defenders prepare for the inevitable. Frantic Weight by Stephen Meehan.
Hurry!
Keldon barked as he lifted his side of the beam.
We have to fix the wall before the Horde can flood in and wipe us out.
Caleb lifted the other end and grunted.
You'd think looming devastation might revive Tarian's mood.
That's enough, Caleb.
Keldon glanced over his shoulder as he hefted the slab of metal. With a slight stumble, he shot Caleb a wicked glare.
Lloyd's death hit him hard. I doubt anything will bring him out of his funk anytime soon. Now be careful, or I'll end up breaking my neck.
Caleb slowed as he shook his head.
It's remarkable those monsters haven't attacked yet.
Be thankful for small favors.
Keldon glanced over his shoulder as the beam fought his grasp.
Wayne, please assist us in getting this into position.
When the weight lessened, Keldon whipped around and found Tarian beside him.
Allow me to assist you. After all, you've helped me carry my burdens lately.
Keldon burst into laughter, but his foot caught on a rock, and he tumbled to the ground.
Under normal circumstances, I'd lend you a hand, Kel.
Tarian said as his arms twitched.
But I trust you appreciate why I've refused to help out.
Don't worry about it.
Keldon propped himself up while he rubbed his heel. He staggered to his feet, waving at the crowd of people sealing the breach in the wall.
Please take your time,
Caleb said, sweat erupting from his brow.
It's so much fun holding up this slab of metal.
I'll forgive you, Tarian.
Keldon grabbed the beam and glared at the man across from him.
Caleb, it's good to know you're enjoying yourself, but how about we hurry up and seal that breach?
Funny,
Caleb said as his eyes narrowed.
Thank you for picking up the slack.
Tarian said as the men resumed their march.
Tarian, I'd be happy to have this conversation with you.
Keldon started as he tightened his grip on the beam.
But can we wait until we've brought this over to Wayne's crew?
Sure,
Tarian said. They crossed the courtyard, and half a dozen men rushed to relieve them of their load. As the workers placed the metal slab, Keldon grabbed Tarian's arm and yanked him toward the supply depot. Keldon's eyes tracked Caleb, and he shook his head, gesturing at the work crew.
Tarian and I need a private conversation.
Caleb's hand shot up as he backed away.
I know when I'm not wanted.
When Keldon and Tarian reached the storehouse, Keldon stopped and gripped Tarian's shoulders.
You've been falling apart since the Alliance imploded. If you're unable to keep your wits about you, then I need you to stay clear when those monsters start their inevitable assault.
my mind won't crumble when they launch their attack.
Tarian gulped as his hand touched the building and steadied himself.
Good.
Keldon smiled, clapped Tarian on the shoulder, and wrapped his arm around his friend as he pointed at the construction.
Then let's get that hole sealed.
Tarian opened his mouth to respond, but alarms blared across the courtyard. He grabbed Keldon's shoulder and yanked him back toward the depot.
We need rifles.
Keldon cursed and punched the building.
That's an understatement.
Tarian clutched the handle and flung the door open. He dashed inside and raced towards the heavy weapons. As he reached for one of the massive guns, Keldon guided him away from the weaponry and pointed to the other side of the room.
Neither of us is trained with those, and given the circumstances, we have better options available.
Tarian's eyes lingered on the enormous cannon.
Fine. We'll do this your way.
Keldon pulled a heavy repeating rifle from its rack and a power source off another shelf.
We don't have many charged cells left. Make every shot count.
With deft fingers, Tarian claimed his own weapon and a spare cell from the wall.
Let's bolster the defense.
Keldon nodded and gestured for Tarian to take the lead. When they reached the courtyard, Tarian kneeled, peering down the rifle's sights.
Hit them high, Kel.
On it.
Keldon replied as he started firing at the swarming mass of monsters. Bolts of light tore through the oncoming horde, but more monsters poured through the breach. Between shots, Tarian glimpsed his people trapped amid the swarm. As the defenders dropped, the assailants paused and turned toward them. Keldon cursed and swatted Tarian's shoulder.
Your pack's dry.
Tarian cursed, ejecting it before slamming a fresh one into his rifle. A slew of bolts leapt from Tarian's weapon, but the assault didn't slow the horde's advance. Tarian backed Keldon through the opening and slammed the door.
Kel, get to the ordnance.
What are you planning?
Tarian shoved past his friend and sprinted back toward the heavy weapons.
How secure are the walls?
Not very. Why?
Tarian's fingers flew across the controls of the remaining ordnance, urgency tightening every motion. Keldon grabbed Tarian's collar and pulled him close to his face.
What are you doing?
I doubt this will change much.
Tarian broke his friend's grip and opened the last panel and closed his eyes as a blade pierced the wall.
However, if we save even one of our people, it'll be worthwhile.
Keldon sighed and clenched his jaw as an axe tore a chunk from the building. Keldon spun and fired at the weapon's owner.
If you're planning on detonating those, Do it before they break through the walls.
It's been a pleasure serving with you, Kel.
Keldon ejected his power cell, slammed the spare into place, then glanced back at the weapon.
Do it!
Tarian's trembling finger hovered over the detonation controls.
I'm sorry for falling apart.
You're forgiven. Those monsters are getting through the walls.
With a final breath, Tarian activated the weapon's overload. A deep hum tore through the building, followed by an explosion that drowned out every scream, every claw, every monster. When the shockwave faded, the colony was shattered and burning.
With that, our story concludes. I hope you've enjoyed today's reprieve from your daily grind. If you like the vibe, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because every bit helps get this channel spread to those who require a momentary chance to unwind. I'll see you for the next tale, my friends.
Thanks for reaching the end of the video. But why not keep the rhythm going? Pick one of the videos on screen and settle in for another moment of escape. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe and tap the bell to get notified when new tales drop.